What if the biggest thing holding you back isn't your job, isn't your past, and isn't your lack of money, but the way you've trained your mind to survive? Most men think mental strength means handling everything alone, never asking for help, never showing emotion, never letting anyone see them struggle. But psychology tells us something different. The men who break down the hardest are often the same men who spent years trying to look the strongest. Because strength is not about carrying every burden alone. Strength is about recognizing the habits that are quietly destroying your confidence, breaking your discipline, and keeping you stuck exactly where you are. Today we're exposing 7 habits that trap men in loneliness, frustration, and mental weakness. And if you're honest with yourself, you may recognize some of these habits in your own life. If you want the confidence of a lion and the mental strength to lead your life, watch this video until the very end. And if you want the sharp instincts and focus of a wolf, don't miss a single second. Let's get started. 1. Suffering in silence. Many men grow up hearing the same messages. Man up, handle it yourself, no one cares. Over time, they learn to bury their stress, anxiety, and pain. At first it feels like strength, but psychology tells us that suppressed emotions don't disappear. They grow stronger, like pressure building inside a sealed container. And eventually, that pressure explodes through anger, exhaustion, addiction, or depression. Real strength isn't pretending everything is fine. Real strength is facing your emotions before they begin controlling your life. A strong man doesn't hide his struggles, he confronts them. So talk to someone you trust, because healing begins when you stop carrying everything alone. 2. Isolating yourself from others. The image of the lone wolf looks powerful, a man standing alone, independent, untouchable. But here's the truth. Even wolves survive because of their pack, and humans are no different. Research consistently shows that social isolation increases stress, anxiety, and even physical health problems. Yet when life gets difficult, many men withdraw from everyone around them. They stop calling friends, they stop spending time with family, and they convince themselves they don't need anyone. But loneliness doesn't create strength. It creates weakness disguised as independence. The strongest men build relationships they can rely on, not because they're weak, but because they're wise. 3. Escaping into distractions. After a long day, it's easy to lose yourself in distractions, scrolling endlessly, watching videos, playing games, living on social media, constant entertainment. None of these things are bad on their own. The problem starts when they become a way to escape reality. Instead of facing uncomfortable problems, your brain chooses temporary pleasure. The problem remains, and your ability to handle it becomes weaker. Every time you run from reality, your confidence shrinks a little more. Because deep down, you know you're avoiding what matters most. Strong men use entertainment to recover, weak men use it to hide. And there's a huge difference between the two. Stop distracting yourself. Focus on the work that moves your life forward. 4. Constantly seeking validation. One of the most dangerous traps for modern men is living for approval. Approval from social media, approval from women, approval from coworkers, approval from strangers. When your self-worth depends on what other people think of you, your emotions become their puppet. One compliment makes you feel unstoppable. One criticism destroys your confidence. Psychology teaches us that real confidence comes from within, from knowing who you are, what your values are, and what you stand for. The day you stop chasing validation, you become emotionally stronger than most people around you, because your identity is no longer for sale, and that's when true confidence begins. So stop looking for approval. Start building self-respect. 5. Avoiding difficult conversations. Most men aren't afraid of hard work. They're afraid of hard conversations. They're afraid of telling the truth, expressing disappointment, setting boundaries, standing up for themselves. They tolerate disrespect. They avoid conflict, and they keep the peace on the outside while creating chaos on the inside. Every conversation you avoid creates resentment, and resentment slowly poisons your confidence. Mentally strong men understand one thing: temporary discomfort is better than permanent frustration. The conversation you're avoiding today might be the one that changes your life. Stop running from difficult conversations. Face them. 6. Living without purpose. A man without direction is easily distracted. Without purpose, every day starts to feel the same. Wake up, go to work, scroll through your phone, come home, eat, sleep, repeat. Over time, motivation begins to disappear. Not because you're lazy, but because your brain needs meaning. Psychologists have found that people with a clear purpose are more resilient during stress and setbacks. Purpose acts like an internal compass. It keeps you moving even when motivation fades. You need a reason to get out of bed that excites you. Because when a man loses his purpose, he slowly loses himself. Don't let that happen. Create a direction and focus on it relentlessly. 7. Choosing comfort over growth. This is the habit that destroys the most potential. Comfort, comfortable routines, comfortable excuses, comfortable lives. Your brain naturally seeks safety. That's part of human psychology. But growth never happens inside the comfort zone. The strongest version of yourself exists on the other side of discomfort, on the other side of fear, on the other side of uncertainty. Every successful person you admire faced situations that scared them, and they moved forward anyway. Mental toughness is not something you're born with. It's something you build, one uncomfortable decision at a time. Every workout, every difficult conversation, every early morning, every calculated risk, every challenge faced head-on. That's how strength is created. Not through comfort, but through struggle. Here's a truth most people never hear. Mental weakness doesn't appear overnight. It's built through the small habits we repeat every single day. And mental strength is built the exact same way, through small decisions and daily actions. Choosing to face reality, choosing discomfort, choosing to stop hiding, choosing to become stronger than your excuses. Because the biggest trap isn't failure. The biggest trap is becoming comfortable with a weaker version of yourself when you're capable of so much more. 1 year from now, you'll either be stronger, more disciplined, more confident, or you'll still be trapped in the same cycle. So ask yourself, which of these 7 habits is quietly controlling your life? And more importantly, what are you going to do about it today? Because the strongest man in the room isn't the loudest, it isn't the richest, it isn't the most feared. The strongest man is the one who has conquered himself. And that's a battle worth fighting every single day. So build the confidence of a lion and the sharp mind of a wolf, so you can become the master of your own life. If you found this video valuable, make sure to like, subscribe, and join the community. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.